Mother's love is the magic that enables a normal human being to do the impossible. A mother makes the world beautiful around her just with a smile.
We talk about the sacrifices a mother does for her family, but many a times we forget to recognize her unconditional love and appreciate her. Watch and enjoy this skit, Mother's Day.
Annie, help me with my coat. Bring my case. Get my car keys. Hurry up. I'm getting late. Have your breakfast and go. Ah! What is this? Why so bitter and salty? Give the keys. My shoes. I'm leaving now.
Mom, I'm going out tonight. Don't ask me where. And don't make a mess on it.
Doris, dear child, what are you doing with your mobile all day through?
Oh, Mom, you don't know anything about it. You can't understand even if I tell you. It's all about BTS music.
Come in, Mrs. Fitzgerald.
It would be better for them if they learn to treat you properly.
Yes, I suppose it would, in a way.
Who's the better for being spoiled? A grown man, lad, or a girl? You run after them all the time, take their orders as if you were the servant in the house. Husbands, sons, and daughters should be taking notice of wives and mothers, not giving them order and treating them ill.
I keep dropping a hint.
Hint? It's more than hints your family needs, Mrs. Pearson.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you asked me to.
I did, but not as let you do it. Me as you.
I don't understand, but you couldn't be me.
We change places, or really bodies. You look like me, I look like you.
That's impossible.
I have an idea. It's your only chance. Give me your hands and keep quiet for a minute. Just don't think about anything. A sha-ta-ta-dum. A sha-ta-ta-lum. A sha-ta-ta-lum-dum-bona. Oh, it's happened.
Of course, it's happened.
But whatever shall I do? Mrs. Fitzgerald, George and the children can see me like this.
They'll have me to deal with. Only that they won't know it.
But what if we can't change back again? That would be terrible.
Now, stop worrying. It's easier changing back. I can do it anytime we want. I have to deal with your family first. Didn't know how to begin with them.
But what am I going to do?
Go into my house for a bit and see how we are doing. Better get off now before one of them comes.
Mom, you'll have to iron my yellow silk. I must wear it tonight. What are you doing?
What do you think I'm doing? Whitewashing the ceiling.
But you're idle.
That's right, dear. No law against it, is there?
But I thought you will do it immediately.
Then you thought wrong.
Are we having tea in the kitchen?
Have it where you like, dear.
Do you mean it isn't ready?
Yours isn't. I've had all I want.
What's the matter with you?
Don't be silly.
It's not me that being silly. I'm going to wear the yellow silk tonight, so I want it ironed.
What do you think it's going to do? Iron itself?
No, you're going to iron it for me. You always do.
Well, this time I don't.
Hello, Mom. Tea ready? I'm hungry. Need some snacks too.
No,
Why not?
I couldn't bother.
Feeling sick or something?
Never felt better in my life.
What's the idea then?
Just a change.
Ma, haven't too much time?
I have plenty of time.
Now look, Mom, this morning you promised you'd have to look through them in case there was any mending.
Yes, now I've decided. I don't like mending.
That's a nice way to talk. What would happen if we all talk like that?
You all talk like that.
I don't understand, Mom. What's going on?
Changes. You look terrible. I wouldn't wear the face.
Has she been like that with you too?
Yes. No tea ready?
Well, I'm glad it's both of us. I thought I have done something wrong.
So did I.
Do you think she could have hit her head or something?
Now then, what is it?
If she's going to be like this when Dad comes home,
I'm staying in for that.
You two are always talking about being grown up. Why don't you both try once to be at your age?
Look, Mom, if you won't get the tea ready, then I'll find something to eat myself.
Why not? Help yourself.
I've been working all day.
same here.
8 hours a day?
Yes, 8 hours.
I've done my 8 hours.
That's different.
Of course it is.
It was. Now it isn't. Just watch the weekend when I have my 2 days off.
Must grab something to eat.
Mommy, do you mean you're not going to do anything on Saturday and Sunday?
No, I wouldn't go that far. I might make the bed and do a little bit of cooking as a favor. I too need my weekend. Might go for the weekend, perhaps.
Go off for the weekend?
Why not? I need a change. Stuck here day after day, week after week.
But where would you go?
You don't ask me where you should go.
Did you fall or hit yourself with something?
No, but I'll hit you with something, girl, if you don't stop asking silly questions.
Hello. What's this?
Can be anything to cry about?
You will see. Did she say you will see?
Yes.
What did she mean?
Better ask her. And George, what about you? People in the association laugh at you, calling you Pompey Ompy.
Yes, Cyril. You have been with me to the association meeting once or twice. They don't laugh at me and call me Pompey Ompy Pearson. Do they? Come on, tell me. Do they?
Well, yes, Dad, I'm afraid they do. Now, you shouldn't have told him that, Mom. That's not fair. You hurt his feelings. Mine too.
Sometimes it does people good to have their feelings hurt. What do you know? Nothing. You spend too much time and good money at online games and gadgets.
Well, what if I do? I've got to enjoy myself somehow. Haven't I?
I wouldn't mind so much if you were really enjoying yourself earned with. And And where's it getting you?
Might be for me. I'll see.
It's that silly old bag from the next room. Mrs. Fitzgerald, you don't want her here, do you?
Certainly, I do. Ask her in. And don't call her a silly old bag either. She's a very nice woman. Come in, Mrs. Fitzgerald.
I just wondered if everything is alright.
No, it isn't.
Of course it is. You be quiet, you silly spoiled young pigeon.
Oh no, surely.
Now, Mrs. Fitzgerald, just let me manage my family in my own way, please.
Yes, but Cyril. Oh dear, what's happening?
Nothing much, just putting them in their places, that's all.
Is George home?
Yes, I've been telling him what they think of him outside.
Just looked in for a minute. I suppose, Mrs. Fitzgerald?
Well, yes. I suppose so, George.
George?
Oh, I'm sorry.
What does it matter? Your name's George, isn't it?
Oh dear, I ought to have known.
You ought to have known. Nothing to do with you, Mrs. Fitzgerald.
Why don't you get off to your association? Special night tonight, isn't it? They'll be waiting for you, wanting to have a good laugh. Go on then, don't disappoint him.
That's right. Make me silly in front of her now.
If you shout at me again like that, George Pearson, I'll slap your big fat silly face.
No, please, Mrs. Fitzgerald. Hello, Doris dear.
Hello, Mrs. Fitzgerald.
I thought you were going out with Charlie Spence tonight.
What's that to do with you?
Stop that.
Oh no, it's alright.
It isn't alright. I won't have a daughter of mine talking to anybody like that.
Don't look at me. I give it up. I just give up.
Well, answer her.
I have called off going out with Charlie Spence tonight.
Oh, what a pity. Dear, why have you?
Because, if you must know, my mother's been going on at me, making me feel miserable.
Mrs. Fitzgerald, I'll manage my family. You manage yours.
Taking care of now. Are you, Annie?
They're waiting for you at the association. George, don't forget. And don't you start crying again, Doris.
That's enough, quite enough. You two, I want to have a private little talk with Mrs. Fitz. Oh, with Mrs. Pearson. I'll be obliged if you leave us alone for a few minutes. I'll let you know when we've finished.
I'm glad somebody can, cause I can't. Come on, Doris.
Mrs. Fitzgerald, we must change back now. We really must.
Why?
I can see they are all miserable and I can't bear it.
A bit more of the same would do him good, making a great difference already.
I can't stand any more of it. I really can't. Please hurry up, Mrs. Fitzgerald.
Well, if you insist.
Yes, I do. Please, please.
Quiet now. Relax. Asha-ta-ta dum. Asha-ta-ta lum. Asha-ta-ta lum dum bona.
How well. I enjoyed that.
I didn't.
Mrs. Pearson, don't go soft on him again, else it'll have been wasted.
I'll try not to, Mrs. Fitzgerald. I'm sure they'll do better now, though I don't know how I'm going to explain.
Don't start any explaining or apologizing, or you're done for.
It's all right for you, Mrs. Fitzgerald. After all, they aren't your husband and children. Doris, darling. Cyril, where's your dad?
Yes, mother.
Seeing that you don't want to go out, I'll tell you what I thought we'd do. Remember, no objections, I hope.
No, dear, whatever you say.
I thought we'd have a nice family game and then you children could get the supper ready while I have a talk with your father.
Suits me. What about you two?
Yes, that's alright.
Well,
Goodbye, Mrs. Fitzgerald. Come again soon.
Yes, dear. Night all. Have a nice time.
We all should respect, care, and help our mother for all the hardship she does for us. Even though the mother is often a housewife, she should not be ignored. Her efforts must be recognized and she must be appreciated for the hard work that she does to keep the house in order. Thus, make her feel Mother's Day every day. Thank you.
Thank you, friends, for expressing the value of mother's love.